You. 27th of April, Rabbi Levitt. Which year are we in now? Is this the Gemara?
This is Pele Yoetz.
Pele Yoetz. Okay. Get my bearings.
We don't know which link we need to use. We don't know what shear it is that we're supposed to be in now. We have, but we're all here. So that was no small accomplishment. Okay.
And Hashem loves us.
Yes.
Does that mean Mashiach's on his way?
Ivadai. He is on the way. That's for sure.
Front door, right?
The Chaim already said he's right there. I'm sure he's asking Hashem right now.
Right. So did you say we're on the middle of 309 or what?
So we read the paragraph 309.
Yes.
Oh, there I am.
We read the middle paragraph on page 309. He quoted two different Gemaras. One Gemara in Sanhedrin, which is a pretty scary Gemara. So we're not going to do that Gemara now about the Ben Sora Mora, about getting addicted to the pleasures of Olam Hazeh. And but we're going to do the other Gemara, the more positive Gemara about the man who dies in a tent. This is a continuation of what we were saying yesterday. That a person who wants to have true life, Chaim Amitim, in this world and also, of course, in the world to come, what will he do? He will kill himself, like we said in the Gemara in Tamid. And what does that mean? So the Gemara in Bracha says he will kill himself in this world for the sake of Torah and mitzvahs and avodas Hashem. And then the Pele Yoetz mentioned this Gemara in 63b Brachas, in the same sense that our sages explained the verse, a man who dies in a tent. This refers to someone who dies in the tent of Torah study.
I assume that means that you kill off all the stuff that's clinging to you from outside Yiddishkeit.
Oh, so what does it mean? Okay, you want to say that it means to kill all the things that take a person away from Torah and get him to be not interested at all in Torah. That's what it means that he has to kill himself. And then if he does that, so then he'll be able to so to speak live in the tent of Torah study. Okay.
Yes, because those attributes, those negative attributes, are what he is, what he's become. That's him. That's why he has to kill himself, so to speak. They're not just something that are habits, but they're something that's him, more integrated, more integral with him than just a mere habit.
Okay, so he has to get out of the habit of being involved in Olam Hazeh and all the pleasures, and get into the habit of being in the tent of Torah. Okay, so that's very nice. Bez Hashem, that's what we should do. Now I want to show you where it is that the Gemara says this and what the Gemara's words actually are over here. Now, if you take a look in the Gemara in Brachos. Gemara in Brachos is on 63b,
Mhm.
and it is this page of Gemara over here looks pretty much like a dreidel, I would say. On the top, it's a narrow lines. That's the place where you spin the dreidel, and on the bottom, which is the majority of the page, it's got very wide lines, just like the body of the dreidel. And if you go to the right about in the middle of the body of the dreidel, it would be around 24 lines up, let's say, from the bottom of the page. And you'll see over here that the Gemara quotes this statement over here. And it's we'll just go right to the statement itself. And it really begins with the last line of the first line of the first word of the line is Ema. Yeah. Ema mihacha. Gemara says something, and then it says, Haskes Shema Yisrael Kitzu Atzmachem Al Divrei Torah Kada Amar Reish Lakish. And then it says, and this is like what Reish Lakish says, Reish Lakish. And now you see the first words in the line are Reish Lakish. So Reish Lakish is credited with these words. And he says, the Amar Reish Lakish. You see that these words are quoted also in Shabbos and in Gittin, the famous words of Reish Lakish. And here they are in the Gemara in Brachos. Amar Reish Lakish, what did Reish Lakish say? Menayin, from where do we know she'ein divrei Torah miskaiming, that the words of Torah are not miskaimim, maintained, established, living? Ella, except b'mi shememis atzmo aleha, except by one who kills himself aleha, over her. Who's her? The Torah. So those are the words shenemar. And where does Reish Lakish get this from? He says it's a pasuk in Chumash. Shenemar zos haTorah adam ki yamos ba'oel. This is a pasuk in Bamidbar. Pasuk in Bamidbar. Yud Tes Yud Daled. Zos haTorah adam ki yamos ba'oel. And my Rosh Kolel Shlita, he should live and be well. Soll sein gesund und stark. He used to say about this pasuk, very interesting. You see, really, if you take a look in the pasuk, the pasuk in Chumash is not talking about somebody learning Torah. You know what it's talking about? Take a look in the pasuk in Chumash.
Numbers.
Numbers 19,
14.
1914. Okay, so this is in Parshas Chukas. And Chukas starts off with the Zos Chukas HaTorah, which is all about the paraduma. And why do we need to have a paraduma? We need to have a paraduma because that's the only way that we can be purified from the tuma of tumas mace. And where did you get tumas mace from? Tumas mace comes from a mace. And where did Misa come from? From the sin of the golden calf. Before the sin of the golden calf, Hashem said that the Jewish people are going to live forever. They're above everything. They're timeless. But after the golden calf, they have Misa. And so Torah gave them everlasting life, but now there's plan B. After the golden calf, we need a paraduma. So we come to our pasuk, Zos HaTorah. So that's the Torah. That's the Torah over here. Adam ki yamos ba'oel, a man who dies in the tent. So now that man who is now a mace. So what's the pasuk say? Kol haba ela oel. Everything that comes into this tent where this mace is in, kol asher ba'oel, and everything that already was in it. Yitma shivas yamim. It will have tumas shiva. Tumas shiva is tumas mace. And they'll have to undergo the process of purification, 7-day process. They'll need to have the ashes of the paraduma sprinkled on them, Yom Shlishi, Yom Shvi, and then they'll go to the mikveh, be matar themselves, and then they will be tahor from tumas mace. So what do we see over here in the pasuk? The pasuk is talking really about somebody who is mace, and we see the influence of that tuma because of his misa. It affects everything in the entire Oel. Everything which is in the Oel becomes tamei mace, and they need a process of purification. So said my Rosh Kolel, Shlita. The same is exactly true with the drasha from the Gemara in Brachos. What does the Gemara in Brachos say? That we're talking about a person who kills himself in the tent of Torah. And that is the essence of life. He's killing himself in the tent of Torah. That's the essence of life. Just the opposite of Misa. And that also, that life affects everyone in the Oel. A person, all of us who are learning Torah, and we are learning Torah, we're killing ourselves in the tent of Torah. That life, that kedusha, and that tahara affects everyone in our Oel. Everyone benefits from the fact that we are killing ourselves in the tent of Torah. This is true life. A gewaltige Wort, if I do say so, from the Rosh Kollel, Shlita. Okay. So now you want to hear more about this Gemara. So what do some of the commentaries say about this Gemara? This is what we'd like to see over here. Okay. We have from the let's see, what do we have over here? Damarish Lakish, Minayin she'ein divrei Torah miskaimim ela b'mi shememis atzmo aleha. That's what the pasuk says. So where is it that the Torah is found? Where is the Torah kayam? Ein a Torah miskayemes. The Torah is found. Where is it found? It's found in the one who kills himself in the Ola Torah, in the tents of Torah. Okay, so we want to know, what is the Misa all about over here, connected with Torah? What is the Misa? So one idea, which I see this brought in the commentators, is that in order for the Torah to have to be living by a person, and that he is living in the Torah, that the Torah is found by him. The Torah is found by somebody who is shamis es hamidos haros shabo. This is the misa. This is what the misa is over here that we're talking about. The Torah will have a kiyum. The Torah will have it'll continue and grow and flourish and be maintained, and even more than that, with the Torah of someone who is memis himself over it. And how is he kill himself over it? The killing
I guess the rabbi got killed.
Ay, ay, ay.